Hey y'all, welcome to Monday's Lunchbox. I'm going to start by boiling the water so that we can activate these thermoses. When you're doing these lunches for the kiddos, you have to make sure that you are activating the thermos so that it can retain the heat. If you don't activate it, yes, it could possibly take longer for the food to cool off. But if you want it warm for the children, you want to, or for yourself, you want to make sure that you are actually activating the stainless steel portion of the thermoses so that hours later the food can still remain warm. So today the kids are having spaghetti. I cooked the spaghetti yesterday so that all I had to do is go ahead and warm the spaghetti this morning. Y'all see me making a mess. I have to remember not to fill them up so high. So yes, so now they've been activated. I'm going to take these tops off so that I can pour that water out of the thermoses and add the spaghetti into the thermoses. So when I'm adding hot food, I try to get the food as hot as I can and while I'm warming it up. So you see that it's really, really hot in the pot. So I'm just going to fill each thermos up. Now, you'll see while I'm filling this up, I'm at that moment thinking I can just fill it up to the top. But again, I keep forgetting that I have to leave room for the lids. The lids are kind of thick. So I have to remember to leave room, but I'm trying to fill them up as much as I can so that they have enough for lunch, even though they'll have other foods. When they don't eat all of their food, they kind of save it for a snack for later. So sometimes they eat it at lunch, sometimes they save it. And that's fine because I just want to make sure that they have enough. I don't know if my daughter has somewhere to go when she picks them up, so they'll have a little snack in case they get hungry after school as well. Now I'm filling these up, but as you'll see with the pink thermos, I did overfill it. And I was going to edit it out, but no, I want to show you guys how easy it is to actually make a mess. So be careful. There is a fill line in there. So now I am realizing that I cannot go over the fill line because let me show you what will happen if you go over that line. So I'm going to place this top on the pink thermos and look at the mistake that I made. Splash mess. Okay, so now I had to clean up that mess, but I'm going to just keep going with the video. I did think, okay, don't do this with the other two, so I did take a little bit out so that it could be closer to the fill line to leave that room for that thick plastic part that's underneath the thermos. Okay, so I'm just trying to clean this up here, clean off these edges so that it won't be so messy. I don't want the thermoses to get stained. That is a clear plastic little thicky thing under there. And I don't want it to get stained with the spaghetti sauce. So I got to make sure my daughter cleans that out as soon as they get home today so they can remain nice and clear. I don't know. I guess they don't see it, but I don't know. I'm kind of anal about that. All right, so I'm going to get this all cleaned up so we can move forward with the video. Just want to show you the kind of mess you'll make if you do not obey the fill line. So I'm just wiping that up and realizing that no, this napkin is not going to do it. I'm going to have to get the towel and actually wash the outside of the container. And then I'll just clean up that mess with the napkin and move forward with our Monday's lunchbox. Y'all make sure that when you watch these videos, you are giving me ideas in the comments. I value your opinion and I need ideas. I'm always trying to figure out Google, YouTube, different ideas for lunch. Okay, so I'm going to close these thermoses up. They're all filled so that that heat can remain inside of the thermos. Okay, so they have the spaghetti, and I decided to give them some garlic butter breadsticks. So while those are in the air fryer reheating, I am going to fill the lunch boxes with washed, washed grapes. Okay, please wash our fruit. And also these little pretzel crisps, they love these. This is the honey mustard flavor. They love these, so I'm going to put these in a little Ziploc bag in case they don't eat them all. They have something to put them in. They love these. I think they love them in all flavors. So this is the flavor that I gave them for this week. And then we're going to give them some roasted red pepper hummus. Roasted red pepper hummus. Okay, this is our favorite flavor of hummus. So, of course, I would love to have made these fresh with the chickpeas, but I was lazy, y'all. So this is store-bought. So I'm going to put this in a little container so that they can dip their pretzel crisps in there. So the breadsticks are done now. So I'm going to cut these in 6 pieces so that they can have 2 pieces each. Okay, so I'm going to just bring the camera over here and plop in 2 pieces of the breadsticks, okay? The garlic breadsticks. So I'm going to put that in there, cover it. Hopefully the cover will help the breadsticks stay somewhat warm, but they may cool off. They eat lunch at about 11 o'clock. So I just can only hope for the things to stay warm that needs to stay warm. So we got those lunch boxes filled. I am now going to give them the Oreo yogurt. That's Yo Crunch Oreo. On the top, they have little cookie pieces, and then it's a vanilla yogurt in the inside, okay? So let's go ahead and start with Mia's. I got lucky today. All of them liked everything, so I didn't have to do any customized lunches. So that was good. So I'm giving Mia her lunch box, which is the 4 compartment with the yogurt, adding her napkin and her spoon, and of course her note that says "You are special, Gamma." So yes, I do switch off lunch boxes according to the amount of compartments that I need. Mia, I have to buckle down and get her a deeper lunch bag so that I can put her thermos in there. As you can see, Maya's is so much thicker, and that's because they picked out their own lunch bags, and I didn't realize at the time that they needed the deeper bags for the thermos. So I gotta buckle down and get Mia her lunch bag so that it can be deep enough for those thermoses to fit. Aces is not as deep, but it's wider, so the thermos actually fits in here. So he has a different shape. And I'm going to give him a napkin, the same note from Gamma with a spoon. Now, they have spoons and forks at school, so I just gave him that for the yogurt, and they can grab a fork at school for the spaghetti. So yes, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy this video as much as I enjoy making them. I get so excited on Sunday nights when I start preparing. See y'all next time. Make sure you like and subscribe.